Hello there, Patronijects. I'm Greg. What about to watch Night of the Battle to retake the wall? The final episode of season 3 of Attack on Titan. Cats doing their job, running on chairs in the background because they're hungry, as always. Guys, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I started the very first episode here on Patreon. Did not skip any episodes. And now I've made it to the end. This is kind of a monumental moment for me. And I can't tell you how many people unpledged when they saw that they weren't 10-minute cuts that I have just recently discovered today on this feedback page on Patreon. But I know a lot of you guys have stuck around just to do the full-length watch-alongs. So in good old-fashioned, we're doing full-length watch-along for Attack on Titan. I'm thinking next anime I'm going to start up after this is probably going to be One Man Punch. Man the One Punch. Whatever that show is called. Several people recommended it. And for that one, we'll probably do full-length watch-alongs and 10-minute cuts as well. So maybe next week I'll start that one up. Or if you guys got recommendations for the best, the biggest, whichever one will draw more people in that I will also like, feel free to recommend. Yeah. Also, before I hop into this, saw a couple of comments really specifying how much of a fucking idiot I am for not noticing that Aaron's dad is actually dead. Shit. I had a whole part of my review talking about that. Where's Aaron's dad? But apparently in that flashback moment in the last episode, it showed that Aaron ate his father. That he was dumb-tied. That's how he got the coordinate power. Oh, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense. So get your fingers ready to hit that keyboard for anything else I miss in this episode, because I really appreciate it each and every time. Let's get to it. Streaming from Crunchyroll, Hit and Play. One of my Attack on Titan questions here. Or are we continuing the episode? Oh, we're actually doing the episode now. Semen. It originates from semen. Just like my semen, it vaporizes. Okay. That's not true. Who's gonna get it? I should have seen that coming. That was pretty obvious. Oh, I hope it ends with Levi using it. When and who to use it on will be for you to choose. Interesting. Oh, man. What's he working on? I'm also aware I'm supposed to stay through the credits for this episode. I've had a lot of people give me a heads up. Final episode, stay through the credits. I'm like so focused on everything that's being said that I'm barely even moving my face because I'm like, don't don't miss a thing this time around. It's like the pressure to make sure you don't get it any wrong. It's like there was a camera pointed at me when I was watching Infinity War for the first time. I'd be so tense about that because I'd be like, oh man, I can't miss anything. I can't miss anything. I just can't be aware of the camera or anything like that. I want this to be perfect. Oh, I'm gonna miss this show. I hear it's supposed to come back in April, but at the same time, you're like, will it? Will it actually come back? I don't know. I've never been with the journey of them saying when a show will return and when it won't return. Man, this has a lot of hype to live up to. And I was just talking with John in a Q&A about anime being adapted into film medium, and I forgot about it until right now that Andy Muschietti is working on a live action adaptation of this show. And after this episode, I'm finally gonna hop on just on my own time and watch the trailer for that live action Attack on Titan Japanese movie. Night of the Battle Retake the Wall. Game of Thrones. Let's do this. Very likely. But he never used it. Because he cared. You gotta go to the basement. Are we gonna finally do the basement? Are we finally go to that goddamn basement? I think you guys should go. Are we gonna do this? Oh, we're gonna find him in the basement. We're probably not going to in this episode, are we? They're just setting out on it. She had a crush. Watch the sunrise. There seems to be someone hoping Titans will eat us all, yes? Oh no, is he gonna die? son, man. He's got to go out in the field. He's got that memory with his daddy. He's wow. Oh, sad nipple chills. Every mission's more important than everything else. Another one, Matt's best. Hmm. Oh, Levi really doesn't want to lose him. Look at Levi's face. Of course it's that important, man. Wow. Oh man, this is just gonna be one giant ass cliffhanger. Feel it, man. It's just gonna be a bunch of cliffhangers. Meat? At least I get to celebrate a little bit. Oh no! Oh! Oh god! I mean, fuck. If I didn't really ever get a chance to eat meat, I'd probably turn to that too. Remember? Episode 2. Yeah, a lot of other crazier shit has happened since then. Like an animal, man. Ooh, he's defensive. Whoa! What the fuck? Ooh! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wow, it took a very long time to get to a point with just characters. Aw, the three of them. So nice to see them all. Now that's optimistic. Wow, look how far we've come since Attack on Titan Jr. Interesting visual touch. Looking like Commander Haynes there. I don't know how you would, man. Oh, yeah. And you've only got a few miles. Aww. That makes sense. Fuck yeah, man. That's awesome. No, even he's smiling. Yeah! Damn. My nipples are gonna pierce through my shirt any second now, guys. It's gonna slice it open. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Oh, that's a cool ending. Oh, wait, I gotta stay through the credits. I was told. Okay. I'm paying the fuck attention right now. I love that ending because it's like such like victorious hope. I'm gonna go get him. And then cuts to Reiner and they're just standing there cold, like, we know you're coming. You know, in terms of like spectacle and all that, it's really low key. But there was like, you know. You clever marketing bastards, you. Oh man, that was interesting. All right, well now that that episode's done, I guess we should start with talking about the big thing in this episode. The fact that the scouts rarely get to eat meat. I mean, that scene is something that I'm going to just remember forever when they're just all losing their shit inside of the hall and they have to freaking tie up Sasha because she's going berserk. That was just crazy. Really, I don't feel like there's anything else we need to touch on. Just half-assed jokes here today, people. No, man, there's so much that happened in this episode from beginning to end. I mean, like at the very beginning of it, they're talking about so many things. Sorry about that. Camera randomly cut. That was weird. Anyway, yeah, at the very beginning of this episode, they had that whole exchange about how Levi's going to be the one to hold on to the syringe, the liquid. And I'm kind of wondering if whatever that scene is, a tease in the middle of the credits that's going to come for the upcoming rest of the season or the next season. I forget which one they're actually calling it. I'm curious if somehow that's going to come into play, if that's the moment where Levi is planning on using the syringe. Because I mean, I really just want to talk about that in a minute, but I'm trying to just think about everything else that happened in this episode, because I was really fascinated by the way everything unfolded, because there was a lot of setup for what's to come for their adventure for retaking Wall Maria, and then kind of ending on this very hopeful note. Like I actually like the whole scene with them with the meat and the mess hall. They're all like losing their shit because it's just a chance to hang out with the scouts, to hang out with all the soldiers, and a real just hanging out with them kind of way. Even though they got kind of this animalistic behavior, you're just sort of with them in a moment about food that has nothing to do with the Titans or whatever, but it's also a moment that I think precedes an even more powerful moment when you have Eren, Mikasa, and Armin hanging out by the steps, the three of them just chilling there, and they have a little flash too of someone who kind of reminds them of Commander Haynes, because it's leading into this moment where Eren doesn't feel like his strength solely is reliant on the idea of that he has Titan abilities, or even with the idea that, you know, like he's always had this strength, he's always had this tenacity, this willpower, but he's always felt like he's less than a lot of people, like how he points out how he feels that he's nowhere near as strong as someone as Mikasa, but somehow, you know, it kind of goes in tune with that saying of how the truth will set you free, and having that exchange, that meeting with Commander Sadie the night before, learning all these truths that he's, you know, he's just a normal guy who kind of inherited these abilities in a fucked up way, but he inherited these abilities, but at the end of the day he is just a normal guy. So the fact that he like kicks Jean's ass looked like he was the one winning, why, by just using his strength and not using any Titan stuff, was a pretty cool moment. But also really, it seemed like he was really coming to terms with that, even though there are people like Levi and Mikasa who are strong, as a unit, when you work together, that's when everyone is the most powerful. So there's this sense of community and hope. And then even ending on this note with Commander Erwin embracing the people, cheering for the scouts to go retake Wall Maria, was a rare moment of hope and pride in this Attack on Titan show. It's kind of, and it felt very earned because we're 3 fucking seasons in where you finally get a goddamn moment like that where the people are just like, yeah, we believe in you, go get it. Like, man, we have to wait a long time to get a moment like that. And even with Commander Erwin having a scene earlier, I really like that discussion. It's like one thing I love about this anime, this cartoon, is I often forget that I'm watching an anime or cartoon. I just start to view these people as people and not as an animated television show. And the addressing the idea that, hey, Erwin, you have one arm, dude. You're handicapped. You probably shouldn't be going onto the battlefield, but we've gotten to know his character better over time, those past memories with his father, so it would make sense that he would still feel the need, because he's had this purpose that he's been living off of, to just discover the truth, that he's even willing to sacrifice victory in order to learn the whole truth. And I don't know if that credit scene takes place before or after they discover what's in the basement. Clearly all hell is going to break loose. I find it very interesting that they threw that in the middle of the credits, because this could have easily ended on a extremely hopeful note. But no, they're not going to let you have it, man. Not Attack on Titan. They are not going to let you have this idea of, yeah, they're gonna go there, they're gonna kick some ass, and maybe the audience will suspect that shit will go wrong. But, let's let them have this. Let's let them earn it. But, yeah, they gotta tease us that it's gonna all go to shit. Don't worry, because that's the Attack on Titan fashion. So I love that the whole episode kind of leads you to this point of hopefulness, because that is a rewarding moment. Erwin's even cheering with the crowd. It's almost as if he knows he's going to die. I have a strong impression that he's dead. I think Levi's emotions in that scene are greatly affected, obviously, by a lot of people who've died, or there's a lot of loss, a lot of violence has taken place. But I also imagine that Erwin's probably dead in that moment. And also, you have you have like Eren and Levi at odds with one another, and Levi was saying something to him about, like, do you have any idea what you're doing? And what I noticed is there's Mikasa and Eren there, but where's Armin? I feel like he would be there, would he not? Did something happen to him? Is he dead? Is he injured? We could all theorize what the fuck went down, and maybe in the manga that it's based on, we could just go there and find the answers. I don't know. I'm not going to read the manga because I don't want anything spoiled for me, because I'm so enjoying the journey of the show itself. But it makes you wonder, because Levi has formed into this leader that it seems like they've all had such a much tighter bond, and now it seems like that bond is going to be even more divided by the time we get to the next episode, or a few episodes from now, whatever takes place at Wall Maria, because for him to just bitch slap Eren like that, and for Mikasa, and they're related, for Mikasa to go after Levi like that, and to seem like she's intent on trying to kill him, shows some extreme shit has just gone down. Maybe some major characters have just died on the good side, and it's causing a divide with our last remaining standing heroes. That's a great that's just such that's a fucking post credit scene right there, man. At first I was like, what the hell's wrong with this? This is fucking glitching. But then that was really creepy. That was intense, man. That was intense. I feel like Erwin's dead, and Armin is either seriously injured or he's dead. I mean, the Beast Titan has to be there in that battle. It's just I feel like whatever I speculate, I'm gonna just end up watching the show and being like, I'm wrong. The only thing I'm pretty sure of is that Erwin's actually dead. But man, good on them, having this hopeful note. Soldiers uniting. Oh, going in there with a positive attitude, a hopeful attitude, and then showing, don't get too hopeful, audience. It's gonna be fucking devastating by the time we get to it. That's messed up. But hey, we're actually going to find out what's in that basement. Although I would love it if we never found out what's in that basement. You start the first episode off with, there's something in the basement. And then you keep teasing, we're going to find out what's in the basement. And then the show just comes to a finale and ends. And we never find out. I feel like that's a great way to subvert expectations. Real crowd pleaser right there. Anywho, wow. Thanks for watching. I will continue the show in April. Got some time to kill. In the meantime, I'll watch one man who likes to punch a lot. Thank you, guys. Yeah, look, I decided to just hit recording it. I gotta meet with someone who watches this show, and who hasn't had this spoiled from the comics, because I need to theorize with someone on what the hell's going on in that moment, because it looks like both Eren and Levi have made two very different choices that are putting them at odds, and I'm just going, what the hell are the choices that they made with one another? What is it that Levi decided to do that Eren's against, or that Eren decided to do that Levi's against? What is it? Mind-boggling.